audit of hire, purchase, and leasing companies. Let's start. Superb area. Okay, very nice area. Very scoring, super scoring. Okay, let's start first. Regarding hire purchase transactions, what should the auditor examine? First of all, look here, see. Hire purchase agreement should be in writing and it should be signed. So writing and signed, we did this. Next, it should have the proper date. It should have the hire purchase price, the cash price, and the goods to which the transaction relates. Regarding the details, we saw number of installments, the amount of installment, and the date when the installment is required to be paid, the place where we have to pay, and the person to whom we have to pay. We saw this area. Finally, whether the payment is received regularly and as per the agreement. This is what we saw. Are you there with me, yes or no? This completes hire purchase agreement. Next, the second question was, sir, what are the modalities of a finance lease transaction? Modalities. What are the modalities? Let's see one by one. The lessee wants to acquire the right to use the asset. He will select the equipment with the fitness and specification. He will approach the lessor directly or through the lease broking agency. If the lessor and lessee agree, then they will enter into a lease agreement where details of terms of contract will be entered. The lessor will, of course, pay the amount and place the order with the manufacturer. Manufacturer will deliver the equipment at the lessee's site. Lessee has to do REAR, pay the rental regularly. Equipment should be kept in good condition. After sales service from the manufacturer, he can take, and the asset will either retrieve back to the lessor after the period is over, or the lessor will be interested in a renewal of the lease agreement. Are you there with me, yes or no? Simple. That completes your question number 2. Question number 3 in these was this amazing question called as, in relation to any lease transaction, what all should the auditor check? Remember, it has a +1. If they ask you lease agreement, you'll only write point number 2 in that answer. If they ask you about lease transaction, you'll write the entire answer. Okay. So let's go ahead in our flow. How does it flow? Let's see this. Okay. First, we are doing this from the perspective that you are the auditor of the lessor. So we'll first check the object clause of the lessor, whether leasing transactions can take place. Second, whether lessor is giving the asset on lease to the lessee after doing the credit analysis, background check of the lessee or not. Third, now we enter the agreement. This is your point number 2 in your notes. So in your notes, you will see point number 2, which covers in our chart. It is nothing but point number 3, 4, 5, and 6. But it's point number 2 in your notes. In this case, we cover 4 things. If they ask you, what will you audit in case, what will you check in case of lease agreement, not lease transaction, lease agreement, you will write point number 3, 4, 5, 6 in the examination on the screen. Okay, let's start. First is details of lessor, lessee, equipment location. What is written regarding the return policy? Regarding amount, we are concerned with DELA, date, deposit, late charges, advance. And does the lease agreement prohibit any kind of subletting? That is what we are looking at. Okay. Next, sir, the lessee, if it is interested, he will send the lease proposal form. The lessor, if he is also interested, then he must have given the approval. So we'll check the invoice, whether invoice is there in place or not. Next, if the lessor and lessee agree with each other, they'll accept the offer and hence an agreement will be there in place. Remember, the asset is still of the lessor, so lessor's auditor will be worried whether insurance policy is taken or not on the asset. And finally, whether the person from the lessee side who we are dealing with, the director from the lessee side who we are dealing with, whether that director is properly authorized by the lessee or not, authorized by the lessee or not. Simple. Last question, I had given a code for you in this. This is connected to AS19 in a very big manner. That is your difference between finance lease and operating lease. Let's start. First is your common examples. Code pot is the code common examples. O is ownership. AT is accounting treatment. You will see it here, accounting treatment. P is purchase option. O is, you will see here, that is in relation to, take this out, that is your operating or running expenses. Then finally you have T, that has 2 points, that is term of the lease and tax benefit. That is how we completed the hire purchase and leasing transactions. Okay.